Robin Cook is considered the father of the medical thriller. He's a doctor and a novelist, with most of his 33 books turning into hits. Cook's latest tale is called Cell. It went on sale this week. Don Dahler is his name. He spent some time at Cook's home for an interview that you'll see only on CBS This Morning.
We will only be able to give out 50 doses today.
Medical thriller blockbusters make millions for the movie industry. You may know Contagion.
Jory, don't touch anything.
Or Outbreak.
What's wrong with these people?
But in the beginning, there was Coma.
She's now experiencing complete muscular paralysis, and I've got 3 minutes to breathe to this girl. She's going to suffocate.
Based on a book by Robin Cook.
Coma made people realize that the metaphor of being put to sleep is not really what's going on. And in fact, when you read Coma, you realize you're being poisoned to the point of death and then saved.
Well, something's the matter. This girl's gonna arrest.
Cook wrote Coma, his first New York Times bestseller, in 1977. He followed that book to Hollywood, but started writing in an unlikely place.
You know where I started my writing career? In a submarine. I was underwater in a nuclear submarine.
Cook served as a Navy doctor for almost 3 years and practiced medicine for 15 years. But he's famous for his imagination, especially when his fiction becomes reality.
Back when I wrote Outbreak, Ebola was a real virus, and it just hadn't, I mean, there had only been an outbreak in Congo when I wrote about it, but to me it was so obvious that this was going to happen all over. When the swine flu and the avian flu were both in the same location together in China, I started getting really worried, which is the reason that I wrote Contagion.
And if his prognosis is again correct, look no further than his newest book, Cell, to meet the doctor of the future, a smartphone app called iDoc. But the technology takes a dark turn.
Everybody thinks of their cell phone as it's the first thing they touch in the morning, the last thing they look at night. Well, there is a bad side. When I woke up 2 summers ago in the middle of the night, and I said, my gosh, I know what's going to happen. And this is the outline for Cell, and it's done by hand.
When did you realize that I'm a writer, I can do this?
I still question that today. I think I'm a storyteller. I've never been tempted to wear turtleneck, big turtleneck, white turtleneck. I don't drink.
You don't do the pipe?
I don't do
and the patches
pipe.
on the elbows?
I see myself as I guess mostly as a hard worker. Most of this is 19th century.
Cook invests his time and money into homes around the country. He's written most of his books here in Florida. But when he's in search of some inspiration, he writes here in this little alcove in his ski house.
If I have a plotting problem, I don't know why it is, but I go up to New Hampshire and it's really cold out and the fire's crackling and I sit on the couch and all of a sudden I seem to come up with the solution.
Cook bought this townhouse in Boston's Beacon Hill neighborhood with the money he made from his first big hit, Coma. As Cook adds his newest novel to the list, he hopes this one will again make it to the big screen.
I think Cell could be another Coma in terms of a movie, so we'll see if they feel the same way.
For CBS This Morning, Don Dahler, Boston.
The interesting thing about that story, Don Dahler is also a novelist.
Yes, he is.
That's right. Don has 2 books. It's interesting to hear of different people's writing process, how they do what they do.
Coma's a great book.
Yeah,
Robin Cook.
Those were the movie.
Yep, very popular in my house growing up.